Hello everyone, friends! We found an interesting opinion piece on Reddit about the fate of big body toys and their motivations. We suggest listening to it and writing a comment about your thoughts on it. At the end of the video, there will be news from Mob Entertainment, the developers of the legendary game. So, let's begin. The game draws heavy attention to 1006's cannibalistic dictatorship, but it's what the doctor said in the secondary labs.
All they want is violence. Look around, evidence for it is everywhere. Once they had choice, once they were free, this was their creation. They made hell real and trapped us both here.
Now, obviously, the doctor is the villain, but he raises a very good point regardless. The experiments could have rebelled against the prototype at any time. It's thousands against one. They could have rebelled against this system once they saw that cannibalism was starting to emerge. Instead, they did nothing, went along with it for 10 years and lost their humanity in the process, turning into monsters. In fact, the majority of the toys seem to like how things are. Even without Catnap's cult or Huggy keeping watch for any escapees, the majority of the experiments seem to like this cannibalistic status quo and despise Poppy for not killing people during the hour. The doctor seems convinced that the experiments are just as guilty as he himself and Playtime. And he's right. In Cole's journal, it's directly called out that nothing will ever change because everyone has embraced the cycle of violence and no one has ever done anything about it.
Over years and countless incidents, this is the way it's been. Nobody cares to stop it, and nobody's innocent anymore. We made them, and they've made us. We've been prisoners to a cycle down here in the dark, and I don't think any of us deserve to see the light anymore. If you ask me, all of us, we're in the deepest, darkest hole imaginable, right where we belong.
There are only really a couple of people who refuse to take part in this cycle, and every single one of them is punished for it. Poppy, the BBI, Smiling Critters, Safe Haven, and Riley. Poppy is treated like a monster for refusing to kill people. The BBI critters are killed by Catnap for daring to defy 1006, and Riley is long dead after she refused to cannibalize the bodies and holds onto her innocence despite everything until the very end. And we know how Safe Haven ended up, of course. But if Riley was able to break the cycle of violence by refusing to eat the bodies, maintaining her morality and innocence, then what does that make the others? The doctor is right. The experiments could have just said no, similarly to Riley, but instead they gave in and choose to become monsters, becoming just as bad as their former tormentors in the process. Thoughts? We are about to see a lot more of the Poppy Playtime characters, this time outside of the video game. Fan favorites like Huggy Wuggy, Smiling Critters, Doughy the Doughman, and Mommy Longlegs continue to rise in popularity. So, the drive towards these new licensing opportunities is growing as well. And we are as excited as Huggy Wuggy is cuddly terrifying. While we do not have many details on specifics yet, we do know that Mob Entertainment, the powerhouse behind the indie video game, has agreed to a 3-year global licensing deal with McFarlane Toys, a powerhouse in the collectibles category. Fans can expect terrifyingly awesome drops in the near future. McFarlane Toys will bring the creepy characters to life through a wide range of products, including plush, action figures, dioramas, prop replicas, and more. Additionally, the company also signed a deal with Funko. The collectibles are set to come out in fall 2026, so there is plenty of time to decide what part of your horror collector's shelf to clear off, because you're going to want a lot of space for this drop.